Yep. I am in a pickle. All right, I need everybody to say the farmer's prayer for me. What's the farmer's prayer, you might ask? Dear Lord, don't let me break anything today. Hey, kitty cat. What are you doing, kitty? Wanna go for a ride with me? Wanna go riding? Let's go. Contact. Clear prop. Ready? Let's go. Come. Hey, come here, bro. You understand that you're not as young as you used to be. You can't run like that. Hey, go get him. Go ahead. Go ahead. Can't tell that dog anything. Sometimes on the farm, we just have a shuffling, a day of shuffling. It's really bright. I'm gonna throw the shades on. This is a day of shuffling. So I have some dirt to move in a future project. We're gonna be taking the Warlock dump truck out, and I have this tractor, which you guys don't see very much on the farm anymore. Well, this is my John Deere 5065. This is the first tractor that I bought. Let me correct that. This is the second John Deere 5065 that I bought. I had to basically replace my first tractor. I had some troubles with it. I'll do a full-on dedicated video to talk about that. But this is a 2013 model pre-Tier 4 emissions tractor, which is super desirable. That's why it's still here, and it needs to be in that building right there and not out here in the weather. So we've got a battery tender on here. I'll show you guys what's up. So the 5065, and that's the Ventrac, we'll talk about that in a second. This is a 5065E from, I believe, 2013. The first tractor I ever bought, ever, in my life. I needed a good tractor to maintain a 150-acre property. This is not big enough. This is not a big enough tractor to maintain a 150-acre property. I'm just gonna tell you, buy 75 to 90 horsepower when you've got a large property like that so you can run a batwing cutter. On the front of this, we have the Lane Shark, and I don't think this is the latest iteration of a Lane Shark, but this is a front mount mower. This cutter will go upright like that. It'll go out like this. It will also go offset, so it will mow over here, hence the Lane Shark, and it'll mow up like that too, so you can clear fence lines and stuff like that with this cool Lane Shark tractor attachment. This is made just for a tractor and has some special plumbing options for a tractor. With this machine, what we've got to do today is we've got to hook up our pallet forks. We got to get the pallet forks on there. If you ever buy a tractor, always buy a tractor with a skid steer quick attach so that you can attach things to it. John Deere has a proprietary attachment system. I don't really recommend it because you're limiting yourself to either an adapter or all John Deere equipment. Now, this is called the Woods Groundbreaker. This is the BH100 Groundbreaker, and we're going to be using this. This has a 2-foot bucket, I do believe, with the thumb attachment. And without further ado, let's go ahead and take off our battery charger. Oh, this is the only thing that I can recommend from Harbor Freight. Syntec, well, there's two things. There's a multi-screwdriver that I like really good too. This is called Syntec, and it's a battery tender battery charger. It's on standby right now, and it's been charging up my battery here. Only issue I have with these is these grips don't open up far enough for me. So, gotta keep our batteries up on the Stoney Ridge farm. There's a lot of batteries, a lot of machinery here on any farm, any property. Let's go ahead and fire up the 5065. Actually, before we do that, I haven't driven this tractor very much in a long time. Let's check the oil. It's been a hot minute since I changed the oil, but I haven't put but about, I don't know, 10 hours on this thing in the last 3 years. The oil looks brand new. Wow, it couldn't look any newer. Let's hop up on this tractor, get it fired up, get it to optimal running temperature, and we're gonna disconnect some of these hydraulic lines. Stay tuned. Future video, how to clean your John Deere tractor seat and get this yuck off. Every single John Deere tractor seat I know of turns gross. I don't want mine to be gross. We're gonna fix that. All right, hood down. Contact, John Deere. said, skid steer quick attach. The Land Shark is set up for John Deere attached too. That's what these hooks are for the John Deere specific. Land Shark's really cool, I like it. Let's take this thing over and get a pallet fork. The reason we gotta get a pallet fork is we gotta pick up these pieces of pipe right here and take them to the other side of the farm. I don't know if you can tell, but we got a tire. It's a little bit low here. I'm gonna go get my tool to fix this up. Guys, this is the Milwaukee M18 tire pump, or pump. I love this thing. I use it all the time. One of the most handy tools on the farm, especially when you got thousands of tires, it seems like. At least 100 tires on the farm. "10 PSI. You go 28. All that tire pumps up. This is what we've got to get. This is a really thick piece of steel pipe right here. Oh, that's a really heavy piece of fencing too. Get that guy out of the way. Ground rod, buddy. You want to get him? There is a groundhog hole right under here that Buddy has been dying to get to. It's right under there. This is a pylon for a bridge. That's what this is, a cutoff for a pylon for a bridge. I bought this at scrap prices. One of the most valuable tools on the farm. I can just hook this guy up. I do use this. I'll post a link to this and this attachment. It doesn't come with it, but you can blow up basketballs and all sorts of stuff. You can actually blow things off of this too. One of the most handy tools on the entire farm. I use it all the time. We're gonna move that pipe. You ready? Are you ready? Come on. Are you ready? Is he down there? Get him. Yeah, is he down there? Oh, buddy. Let's do it. Right there. He's ready. Get him. Right there's the big hole. Right there's that big hole, boy. Get him. You smell him? Right there it is. Huh? Get him. Get him. You smell him? Get him. Get him. It's a good dog right there. That's my old yeller. Both these tires are pretty low now. Whew, that's a heavy piece of pipe. Every inch of this pipe is 66 pounds. That's an inch. Every inch is 66 pounds. That thing is 17 feet long. It's a little too heavy for the John Deere, I think. Let's just see. Oh, you thought we were going to work with that tractor. Nope. Just getting it ready for tomorrow. We'll have to take the backhoe and we'll have to dig out, and you'll have to stay tuned for that video. We got to get the Ventrac out of the way, and we got to get the Honda Pioneer out of here so we can go get the chicken coop and move it out of the pasture. If I leave it in the pasture, well, I'll show you when we get over there. Contact. Oh. Come on, baby. Oh, you thought we were going to go over to the other side of the farm right now. Nope. I got to fill up the fuel tank in the Gale, get it ready. And feeling this, feels like my fuel level is about right there. The fuel in here is colder than the temperature inside that tank. I go through, this is a 100-gallon tank. I go through probably 4 of these per year. And this is how it's hooked up. Another one of those battery tenders right here for you, but that one serves a different purpose. I broke the clip off. We've got some truck maintenance to do, but here's how I do it. I just take that guy, pinch him right there, and that holds it in place. And there you go, a little rigging never hurt anything. This needs to be cleaned out a little bit when I get back in the woods. I don't want to do it in the driveway, but fuel cap. Next chore. Oh. Contact. Come on, buddy. Come on, boy. Go rest your hips. Go rest your hips. Good boy. Get some water. Smart dog. All right, let's head over to the other side of the farm. I'm going to show you guys the project where that pipe is going first, and then we're going to run over and check the cows. Mentioned earlier, these are my laying hens, and they're just starting to lay. Those are the American Breese chickens. mowed that yesterday. Doesn't it look nice? Mowed all that. Just like any project on any large piece of property, it takes a little bit of pre-planning. Here's what we've got. There is an old road bed that goes right down through here. I'm going to be opening this trail up very soon. This is a dry wash or dry creek bed. It's a seasonal wash right here. And I came in with the skid loader with the brush cutter the other day, and I cut all the brush and debris out from around it. You see how the land is like in a dip right here? And I put a piece of pipe in the creek, the exact same type of pipe that we're looking at over there. I put it right here, you can see, but I wasn't very smart, okay? So this is not my property. The property line stops about right there, okay? So kind of 10 feet on the other side of that pipe right there. I want to put that second pipe right here and bury it. I've got to do a little bit of finagling to do that. I checked with my neighbor, asked him if it would be okay if I put another pipe in. And what I'm going to do eventually is take this pipe completely out. I would butt the two together, but I'd be afraid there'd get some separation and we'd get a washout when we have one of these big floods. So I'm a little concerned about that. The reason I'm doing this is so that I can access some pine trees over here for use on the sawmill. We've got a lot of huge poplars. That's probably an 80-year-old poplar tree, and I need some lumber. Poplar and pine is what we're going to be finishing out the mega shop with. And I need some firewood. We've got some undesirable trees like gum, but there's also some beautiful white oaks and red oaks that we want for wildlife. So I'm going to go in and start dropping pine trees off the edge of this pasture. Let's just walk up here a little bit. You can see it a little better. This is the neighbor's property. I keep the neighbor's property up. She's an elderly widow, and I just take care of it for her. She throws me a little bit of fuel money. But all these pines, these are southern yellow pines on the edge right here. They're starting to get old, and they're toppling over into the pasture. So we're going to start dropping some of these, cut them up, and put them on the sawmill in a future video. We've got a lot of lumber to harvest on the farm. Now, that is my property. This is the line. I just mowed this, so when I drop the trees in here, I won't have to wade through super tall grass, because super tall grass in North Carolina equals itchy, itchy Josh. So that's the project. Stay tuned for a future video. Let's go check on the cows.
Here I come to feed the cows.
Contact, clear prop. Alright guys, that's Tammy, and these are the moo cows. Hey guys. Hey butthead, how you doing? What a good girl. Good. We gotta get through this gate before the cows decide they're gonna follow me. So we gotta move pretty quick. As they're coming. Check it out. They want to move. They always want to move. Ooh. Gotta go quick. No. We're not moving yet, guys. I hear ya. Let me introduce you to the girls and boys. This is Bud, and Bud has become a little sassy lately. This is Butthead, Bud's mama. Big Bud, we call him Big Bud. And out in here, hey Curly, how you doing? Let's see who was mooing. My guess is Mona. Yep, number 12. That's Mona, and this is Susie. Hey Susie girl, how you? Susie likes a good rub right there. That's right, good girl, good girl. These are the girls and boys. We don't want to discriminate, right? We're gonna leave them at the gate right here while we go hook up the mobile chicken coop and get it out of this pasture. Now the reason why I don't want these cows in the Bud's, I hate to say this, but I like Bud, but Bud's getting a little too aggressive. The reason these cows are moving is because we move, mob, and mow. So we're going to be moving the whole mob over to mow this section of pasture. And that's right, girl. And the reason we do that is because we want to nip the tops out of the grass. So we want to eat a third, trample a third, leave a third. And that way, by the time they rotate through the entire farm, we've got about 85 acres fenced on this 150-acre farm. Once they move through the entire farm, by the time they get back, the grass is recovered, they're ready to graze again, graze again, graze again. It's all grass-fed beef, no grain ever. This is our winter stockpile of hay, and that hay will be used all winter long here once we run out of grass. And we will run out of grass in probably January. Let's ride up, check out this chicken coop. Come on, get in there. This is the mobile coop. This is called Run Chicken. Automatic door. That door opens at 9 a.m. and closes at dark. Very, very cool. We're gonna go ahead and put our nail in. This is what keeps the door closed when I want to keep it closed. Now inside, and again, this is called the Eggmobile. This is a mobile coop that cruises around the farm and fertilizes our pastures, as well as the chickens scratch through the manure pats and spread them out too, so we don't have to use heavy equipment. We're gonna have to use heavy equipment. Stay tuned for a future video. We're gonna be spreading manure over here. Chickens can't do it all, okay? So we'll open it up, take a look in here. There's a lot of manure in here and this needs to be cleaned out. My plan was to clean it out before you guys saw it, but I'm gonna take it over on the other side of the farm. And what we're getting out of here is simply good, high quality fertilizer. Very high in nitrogen. I'll take a rake, I'll rake all this out in the tractor bucket or a wheelbarrow, and then I'll spread it on spots that are sparsely growing. Let's pull this puppy out of the field. I have found if I don't put a strap on it, the door will swing open. So we'll hook our strap right there and we get our goodies together. Load them up on the Pioneer. here we go. We're just gonna open this. This is called a spring gate. The spring gate keeps the cows in their respective paddock. They've been in here for 24 hours. They're gonna be in here for a little bit over 24 hours, maybe 36 hours. Then they'll be in here for about 4 days. All right, you guys ready? Here we go. They get super excited when we get ready to open up a gate. Come on, kids. Come on. Woo. Come on. Come on. Hey, cutie pie. Giddy up, rawhide. Giddy up. Come on, Donnie, old big boy. And Tammy's bringing up the rear, as usual. Tammy. Okay, so the cows, again, you can see where they grazed right here. Let me just show you. They were hungry. Not grazed, grazed. We got it down just a little tighter than we would like, but it's always a little tight around the waterer. The way this works is this is a Mirafount frost-free waterer. If you haven't seen it before, now you have. This water tank right here doesn't freeze in the wintertime. It's on a concrete pad. There's a water pipe that services it from a solar well way over there on the other side of the farm by the mega shop. You can barely see the mega shop over there. So I ran somewhere in the neighborhood of a mile of pipe out here to each one of these waterers from all the way across the farm. That was two summers ago. Now you always got to keep your eyes peeled for boo-boos and bad things. And there's a boo-boo over here. There's something that's not good. This fence wire is up against this weed. This is called dog fennel. We're trying to eradicate that on the farm without sprays, and boy, it's difficult. This one is down. A cow will step right over top of that. So we got to get it up and get it tight so the cows don't get over in and ruin their hay. The way we do that, just pulled it up. See, this post is crooked. We'll just pull that tight. Wrap that around a couple times, just like so. Now it's tight that way and tight that way. So it's tight all the way down that way and all the way this way. We'll pull the side-by-side through, close the gate, and the cows will have access to all this. But before we do that, something I meant to do, and I don't know why I didn't, I guess because I'm videoing, is drive the perimeter. So we're gonna go check the perimeter fence real quick and make sure there's nothing that the cows can get into. Meaning no trees over the fence. We're just gonna ride up, check the perimeter fence, make sure there's no trees on it. Starts right there, runs right through here. Hey, Susie Sue. They don't like that noise. That coop is loud. Perimeter fence is all good all the way around. Oh, Stoney Ridge Farm. There you are, buddy. Let's get that. We'll see how this works out. Got my weeds in here. Can I see them? Now you don't. Got a big, beautiful red oak right here that's dying. I've got to cut that. We're gonna put her on the sawmill. Don't hit. All right, good to go. This is called back fencing. Sometimes we go no back fence and sometimes we go back fence. I'll explain. What is no back fence and what does back fence mean? If I left this gate open and allowed them access back into the paddock that they were in, that would be no back fence. When would I do a no back fence? When they don't have access to shade in the new paddock, so they can get back to shade and chill out and lounge in the afternoon. Cows need shade. One of the biggest mistakes I made in building this farm was not leaving enough shade trees out here in the pastures. All of this was forested. It was overgrown brushy forest. It wasn't good forest, but I should have left some clusters of trees for the cows to congregate underneath. Yep. I am in a pickle. I cannot take this chicken coop out this gate. I'm gonna have to back all the way up that hill. Here's the problem. This gate has a beautiful little dogwood tree. And if you look real close at the height of the dogwood tree versus the height of the coop, the math don't work out. Maybe, just maybe, I could remove this post back up and swing wide and miss that tree. All right, I need everybody to say the farmer's prayer for me. What's the farmer's prayer, you might ask? Dear Lord, don't let me break anything today. Here we go, let's try it. Goal, not tear my tree up, come through here. Fingers crossed. We did it! Woohoo! Well, guys, today was making preparations for future activities. I needed to get the cows moved. We talked to you a little bit about what went on there. Got the chicken coop. I'm going to take this up. I'm actually going to take the tractor bucket and the rake and rake all that manure out in the tractor bucket and just kind of ride around the farm and scatter that manure out. I've got to hop on the tractor and get the drag harrow going in a pasture right beside the house. Stay tuned for a future video on that. Got a lot of mowing to do here this fall, so you guys will get to see the farm transform from fall with beautiful leaves changing over to winter, rolling out hay. We'll see you guys next time on the Stoney Ridge Farm Channel. I'm going to close up the gate and get that chicken coop back home. Thank you guys. We'll see you next time on the Stoney Ridge. Woo!
Come on down to the Stoney Ridge, bring your wife, bring your kids, we're living life pure and sweet. That's the way it's supposed to be, Stoney Ridge.
It's because super tall grass in North Carolina equals itchy, itchy Josh. Is he ready? Is he down there? Get him. Is he down there? Oh, buddy. Let's do it. Till it's done. Hi. Let's brighten up. There we go. If I can remember to get my tripod. Let me see it. Yeah. Woo! Don't shock me. I hear ya.
Here I come to feed the cows.
Let's see how this works out. Right, see him? Now you don't. I got pee so bad. I lost my hat. Be free! I bet you didn't know it, but I can open gates like the wind blows. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Super Cow. Super chicken coop. All right, here we go. Don't get stuck. Don't flip over. Tammy.